Scarlet Knights will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the UCLA Bruins offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think Jesse could take that.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team has been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
Got it in the middle, it's y'all. He'll get a fresh set of... Stopped at the 31-yard line.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Fakes to grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third.
There he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Got it in the middle, it's Wade. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bruins can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw it. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Oh, they're after him. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. So Rutgers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. Let's take a big-picture program perspective on Rutgers. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
And the Scarlet Knights look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! First points of the day are on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot, and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Off play action on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Gets open down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Shaw. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week. A commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that kid.
And the Bruins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll run the sneak for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long. So that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Looking for the tie with the extra point. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it, and there's an easy touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you're going to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the...
He lets it fly. Snags it inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Scarlet Knights are rolling down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Rutgers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the RPO, complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
He'll bring it out. It's Bruce. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Hawk, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Bruins are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. With the catch, it's Cox. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll pull it down. Fights off the defender. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for going for it all. He's got it inside the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to pick up yardage. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Bruins will punt this one away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got his man quickly. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Kick is in the air. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead down.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. The run from the shotgun. Turning it on! They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Complete on 3rd down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need the...
He's got it inside the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Unloads quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Durant. Touchdown, Rutgers! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And his offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Got a man, it's Cox. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Still looking, on the move. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. He doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Wants to go up top on first down. Caught. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on second down. Gets it out quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. DB's right up on the receivers. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen.
There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And And the Scarlet Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Marshall pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. A masterful road performance, or as Coach likes to call it, thundering herd football. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Fun Belt, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Caught behind the line. It's Durant. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats.
Here we go.
To the air on second down. Floating away. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves,